What is going on? Welcome back to the channel, my fellow Hexicans. Hope y'all are having a beautiful start to y'all's weekend. It's a beautiful day out. It's a great day to be outside, not looking at the charts. But as always, I'm here every Saturday to do a stream with you guys because you guys are most important. And I'm thinking about, and y'all let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about starting a weekly show. I've talked to a few people like Crypto Fitness, and I'm trying to get a group together. So ask some guys around, ask around, and see if you guys know anybody that wants to start doing a show weekly. It's something that's kind of been on my mind, and other people have brought it to my attention, and I'd like to start a weekly show for you guys because I'm trying to do my best to get involved with the community and just do what I can to provide what I can. But before we jump in, before always, like I said, what I'm about to show is not if you guys feel inclined to leave a little tip, I'm not big enough for super chats yet, but if you guys feel to support the channel, tips are welcome, and it's a pinned comment in the comments if you guys feel inclined to do so. I'd really appreciate it. I just appreciate y'all being here, period. All right, let's jump into the chat real quick to say what's up. MJB, good morning, man. Hope you're doing good. In today's stream, I kind of just want to, leave it up to you guys and see, just see how it goes. Just a laid back talk. We can go over some charts, and I want to go over CowSwap with you guys because with the Ethereum gas the way it is right now, CowSwap's a pretty cool option when it comes to doing swaps and stuff like that. So I want to go over that with you guys as well, so you can possibly save a little bit of gas. Godfather, good to see you in here. As always, shout out to my main supporters, Godfather and MJB. I really appreciate y'all helping out in the chat and everything like that. Hi from London again. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, man. Y'all being in this chat is really, what motivates me to keep coming back. When I first started, I was streaming to 0 people, and just seeing, I used to talk on here and not see anything in the chat, and now with you guys, jumping in here, it means the world to me. It lets me know I'm doing something right, and when I see people say, oh, I'll see you next weekend, it just makes me feel good. It holds me accountable, and it's an awesome thing. So I really want to, shout you guys out, and I appreciate it. Beautiful day outside today here also. Yeah. The weather's been super nice, man. It's like a perfect temperature. It's not too cold. It's not too hot. I'm on the East Coast. I live in North Carolina. So, we got that, I guess bipolar weather, you could say. One day it's humid and hot as hell, and then the next day it's 40 degrees. So it's crazy. Funding Jim in the chat. Glad to see your content. Good stuff. Hey, man, thank you. You're a huge figure in the Hex space. And, when I first got into Hex, I was watching a select few guys, and you were definitely one of them. And, it's an honor. It's an honor to see you commenting on anything I do. I really appreciate you coming in the chat. That's awesome. Carl Greenwood, welcome. Funding Jib, I subscribe. Good stuff. Thank you, man. Like I said, I'm a small channel. I'm just out here trying to provide value where I can. Even if nobody was here watching, I still try to share the insights that I do have. Coming from the wrecked part of crypto that I did come from. I know a few people know my story, but I got in through BitBoy, and watching BitBoy for the first few months that I was in crypto kind of really messed me up. So I got wrecked, but thankfully I saw Richard come on to Around the Blockchain and just straight slay everybody. And, as soon as I seen that guy come on to Around the Blockchain and start talking the way he was, I was kind of thrown off at first. I was like, who the hell is this guy? Coming in here, just talking all kind of cash shit to everybody, coming on this guy's channel and just straight telling me he's an idiot. So that really kind of resonated with me. Really from the way I was raised. That's kind of how, that's kind of how we talk to each other and stuff. So, I'm so glad that I found him when I did. He kind of pulled me out of a very rough, part when I first got into crypto. Because when I first got in, man, I have an addictive mentality, to begin with, because I was on heroin for 7 years, and I'm 3 years clean now, so I have that addictive mentality. And so when I first got into crypto, man, I threw everything into it. I mean, all of the money that I had, I threw everything into it, just casting out a hope and a prayer, hoping something that I could make some kind of money. Because when I first got in, I didn't have nothing. So, really, I was just doing all I can to try to score and get rich overnight. And I wound up losing even more than I, didn't have in the first place. So, finding Richard Hart when I did was a very big blessing. And I can't thank him and this community enough. It's incredible. Funding Jim, yo, thanks for being here. Yes, sir. It's always an honor to have you in the chat, man. Start a Patreon account. I thought about that. But I just felt like I'm not, and I know this is kind of ridiculous. I just feel like I'm not, at the level yet to be, taking people's money on a monthly basis to try to them to be expecting something out of me. I don't really, I don't want to let anybody down. I guess that's how it is. That's how I feel. That's why I kind of just put the tip address in the chat here in case anybody does want to support the channel. Because if I started a Patreon, I mean, I feel like I could do a good job, but like I said, I just don't want to let anybody down. And but it's something I have been thinking about for sure. CalSwap is sweet. Yeah, CalSwap is awesome. And when I first started making content, I was doing CalSwap content about the airdrop, about CalSwap's airdrop, and I was fortunate enough to I got the CalSwap airdrop, and it's an awesome platform, man. It's good for security. It's a good protection platform, and they just got some good features on there. And the community behind it's very awesome. The community behind it's good. The devs are good. They got a very engaged community on Twitter and in the chats. So if you guys haven't checked it out, definitely put CalSwap on your radar, because it's definitely worth a shot. Watching the show from Puerto Rico. I bet you. I wonder is the weather nice down there? I bet it is, man. Golly. I've always wanted to go to Puerto Rico and just, because crypto's finally doing something in my life right now to where I can get out and start planning the future to travel around and, explore the world like I've always wanted to. I was stuck in that addiction for so long, thinking I was never going to come out of it. I was going to die in North Carolina, and, but it's awesome, man. It's so freeing knowing what the possibilities of crypto are. And, even if I don't ever have any gains from crypto, just being a part of this community and meeting some of the people that I've met is just, it's worth it. You couldn't ask for anything better than that, because, money can't buy you relationships and stuff like that. And, just getting on here and talking with you guys and seeing your guys' support it's just amazing. It's just amazing. Marcavelli, moo. Yes, sir. Crypto Shifters, what is up? Just happy to be seeing Hex up a little bit. Yeah, 100%, man. It felt like I was talking about that fallen wedge on the chart for so damn long. Weeks and weeks and weeks. And then it finally broke out of the wedge, and then it just started dribbling back down on top of the resistance line it was in. And finally it just, it made up its mind to take the hell off. I'm glad. Bitfinesse, it's good to see you in the chat, man. Thank you for stopping by. Richard Hart was the first I stumbled across who really had the mechanics figured out to build killer products. Through learning about Hex, we all learned the framework required to build wealth. Richard Hart saving like 100%, man. And, I'm a walking testament of that as well. I was, it's just amazing. And, what really has burned my ass, I don't know if y'all watched RG3 stream the other night with that um, Gemini email. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's fake. Or I don't know what, but that shit was disgusting. That was disgusting. Everybody in the crypto space is saying, "Oh, it's not financial advice," but you're going to send people's email giving them financial advice saying Hex a scam. It's disgusting, man. I don't know what, it's Hex has been out here changing people's life for the past 2 years. It has been around for the past 2 years. It's immutable. It cannot be changed. It's a finished product. They're even, Discourse Syndicate is even bringing it into the, old financial markets and stuff. What more do they fucking want, guys? What more can the Hex community, if those guys can show me one more community out there in the crypto space like the Hex community, you can't find it. You can't find it. So, but this is the good thing. When you start seeing emails like that, Hex is doing something right, because it's scaring a lot of people, because Hex is going to take market share from people, and it's just going to keep pissing people off. And when Pulse Chain launches, oh boy, buckle up, guys, buckle up. Yeah, it's nice to see Hex up a bit. Glad I was able to get some the other day. Fortunately, had low gas fees too. Yeah, the gas fees have kind of been taking off here recently. There for a little bit when the prices were down, I was having like $8 gas fees, $10 gas fees. Now they've jumped back up a little bit, but nevertheless, it's still, fairly affordable. But that's why I want to show you guys CowSwap, because it's definitely the fees that you pay are in the coin that you're receiving. So it's, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Bitfinesse is the God whale. JK, good to see you. He might be. Undercover God whale. Undercover God whale. AK, PLSX, buyback and burn is so insane. Going to be wild. Yeah, man. Seeing K4K's videos that he has put out there, and then seeing Richard Hart tweet the other day what he did about the PulseX burn. I think it was like 2 billion have been, it probably might have been more. Don't quote me on that, but there's going to be a lot of PulseX that gets burned pretty fast. And, it's really good for the price. Really good for the price. And I think people's thoughts are changing a little bit about PulseX, because when it first come out, everybody was talking about, oh, it's just a shitcoin they're going to dump for Pulse Chain because they missed the sacrifice. And slowly, but there's going to be people that do that, and I expect to see a dip from PulseX. But a lot of people are changing their mind pretty rapidly, especially if you're familiar with K4K and watching his videos. After watching one of his videos, I don't know how you can't be bullish. So, yeah, that Gemini stuff is crap, but we can't be stopped. No, we can't. 100%. There's nothing in this world that could stop what Hex has done and what Hex is doing. Like I said, 100% uptime. The code's immutable. You can't change it. So, I just don't see how people have the audacity to say stuff like that when they don't even, they're trying to wreck people on their own platform. It don't make any sense to me. It don't make any sense. AK, so true. Yes, sir. It is. That buyback and burn is wild. 1. PulseX price. 301 means $1 of buyback and burn every 10,000 PLSX. PLSX price is 50 cents, means $1 of buyback and burns. 2 PLSX. Lives would be changed for OGs by the time it hit. Dude, if PulseX hit a penny, lives would be changed. Hell, if PulseX does a 50, 100x, lives are changed. That's a lot of money to some people. Hell, that's a lot of money to me. Hell, I experienced my first 10x the other week with Hedron. And that's the fastest I've ever seen money grow in my life. That was the first point in time where I actually seen what people have been talking about for the past year and a half. Like, just wait, crypto, just wait. It can happen just like that. It can happen so fast. And I finally experienced it, and I finally know what they're talking about. Buy that PulseX dip if and when it happens. Yeah, like I said, guys, it's probably gonna happen because, everybody that's in the PulseX sacrifice, they aren't in the Hex community. There's a lot of people that aren't really in the Hex community. They just got in because they're trying, it's a new shiny thing and they've seen it, so they're trying to put some money in and they're going to sell on a 2x, or they missed the pulse chain sacrifice and they want pulse chain. So, I know the Hex core community is probably not going to be selling any PulseX. Why would you? But there's a lot of new, like, I think there's over 100,000 wallets or something. Like I said, I could be wrong. That's a lot of people. And compared to the pulse chain sacrifice, it's a big difference. Big difference. Let's see here. AK concur. Haters are gonna hate, brother. We can't change it. Just eat it up. 100%. Let them quick flippers get in and sell the price down. I'm gonna be right there with a big old basket, just waiting to catch all that shit. I ain't playing around. And another thing, I've been doing a little thinking about it, and Crypto Coffee also made a video the other day about it. You don't have to swap the PulseX for Pulse Chain when it launches. You don't have to do that. What I'm thinking, what I've been planning to do, and I've been talking about it for a little while now, is maybe swapping some of my Hex copy for it. I'm not 100% sure yet, man. What I really plan on doing is just getting my coins, staking my coins, and just sitting back and chilling. I don't plan on doing any liquidity farming or providing any liquidity or anything like that. I just plan on staking and chill, and just, that's the best thing you can do is just stake, sit back, and, don't watch the chart. I know it's going to be fun to watch it when it first comes out and stuff, but, that's how, your emotions can get involved in, and then, you could really make a mistake, especially pre-bridge. Before the bridge launches, you could really be making a mistake if you don't know how to ratio trade, and if you don't know, what people say a fair trade ratio would be. And so just be careful. Don't make a mistake, and don't, trade something that could be worth thousands in the future. Hey, Marcavelli, hope you're doing great, my friend. Rackham Rochelle PLSX prediction is 8,000x in 2 years. That'd be nice. I mean, I'm definitely, there's not a doubt in my mind that it can happen. Not a doubt in my mind. Just stake PLSX and chill. Don't FUD and sell your bags. That's it, guys. When you sell, when you hit that sell button, you lower your coin count. First of all, you might make some profits, but then you're lowering your coin count than you had it initially, so that's not good. And then you're going to be sitting there trying to buy back at a lower price, and what if it don't come down? That's the thing about crypto, man. These things can take off and do a 10x, while you're asleep. So just be smart. Marcavelli, pound it. Well, drop some stuff in the chat, guys, and if there's anything you guys want to talk about. I haven't really, this isn't really structured. I kind of, like I said, I kind of want to make this a weekly kind of a show type thing. I'm still kind of awkward. I've noticed when I do bring people on stream, I get real awkward still. I'm not used to talking to people like that, but I'm open to it because it gets me out of my comfort zone. And even if I feel awkward, I know it's helping me either way. So let me know what you guys want to talk about. We can take it wherever you guys want. We can look at some charts. We can bring people on to talk. We can do I don't know if I got my earphones. We'll try to figure something out. Just let me know. Hold on one second, guys, for a second, please. All right. Let's see. Your gut feeling when mainnet launch? Um, my feelings May. I think May or early summer. Is probably my gut. That's what my gut's telling me is May or June. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I'm hoping it's earlier. But you know, I'm not. I'm not really in a hurry. The longer it takes for Pulse to come out, the more I can accumulate my hex and get more of the duplicate when it does happen. So I'm not in a hurry. When it launches, and it's the anticipation just makes it more exciting when it does launch. So, April or May or June, within the next 3 months, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully before ETH 2.0 comes out, because that could cause a few little problems. Even if you didn't sack, if Pulse is doing good, then loom into liquid loans and extract that value. Yeah, 100%. There's so many different things that the community is providing and building for the Hex community. So many different things. Or game theory. There's so much game theory that's going on right now. It's hard to keep up with. A good stream to watch if you guys didn't catch it was Happy Hour on Cabana's stream the other night or yesterday. K4K was on there. Huddle Dog and David Feeder and a bunch of other guys. I don't want to shout out to all them guys. I don't want to miss anybody, but that was an awesome stream. They went on for a while about Pulse Chain and Pulse X, and there was some awesome game theory that was shared in there. So if you guys haven't watched that, definitely go check it out. I'm thinking May, June. Yeah, I'm on the same boat with you, man. 100%. On day one, we will immediately be able to bridge in ETH mainnet via MetaMask. No, on day one, I think there's going to be like 2 or 3 days pre-bridge, so you're not going to be able to bridge anything in for the first few days. So it's all going to be ratio trading on the Pulse Chain side. Hoping April. Yeah. Within the next 3 months for sure is my guess. That's a safe bet, I think. Safe bet. April would be good. Can you do some Hex TA and show us what you think? Sure. I'll hop into that here in just a second. Let me finish up with this chat. MJB, I don't think so. I think they said it would be a day or two after launch before. Yeah, you're right. Happy Hour was a great stream last night. 100%. Man, I can just sit there and I'll have my phone. I'll have just my phone playing in the background, and I can't get enough of that kind of content, man. Anytime there's some new Hex content out, I'm like a kid in a candy store, man. I just sit there and just drool over it because it's just so much good information. God, this community is so smart. I can't emphasize that enough. I cannot emphasize. This community is one of the smartest, has some of the smartest people, younger people that I've ever met in my life. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Your thoughts on Hedron? Hedron, I'm bullish on. I'm very bullish on Hedron. What they're doing is, needed for sure. It opens up many different doors for people with Hex stakes. It incentivizes longer stake time because, if God forbid, if there was an emergency and you needed capital from that stake, you can, make it as an NFT and then sell it on the secondary market on OpenSea if you needed to. So it's very unique. And then the way they did their, launching phase with this 100 days, I like the way they're doing it. Once this 100 days is up is when we're really going to see how Hedron or what Hedron can do, because we're waiting on, because when people take loans, if they don't pay their loans within like 90 days, then it goes up for auction. So, we got to give the protocol time to work and time to function and give people time to borrow and, Hopefully nobody defaults on their loans, but you know how people are. People are gonna probably default. And so then it goes to the auction and people are able to bid on it. So it's awesome what they got going on, people were just, when it first came out, people were just very skeptical on it at first because, the Hexicans have been burned so many times in the past by scam stuff and stuff like that. But when you got somebody like that builds a protocol like Hedron and is just trying to make the community a better place and make it, make Hex have more functions and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with that. And to each his own. If you don't have to use it. It's just, but in my opinion, with your Hex stakes, it's just another money printer in the background, printing you that nice passive income. I mean, how are you upset about that? If you don't like Hedron, just get your, have it printing in the background and then sell it for Hex. But, in my opinion, I wouldn't do that. I would hold it for a while. Maybe it'll appreciate. I mean, you've seen the price action the past couple of weeks. You know what it's capable of doing. And you've seen the liquidity moves the other, not too long ago with, the Hex pair with the Hedron. So it's going to be interesting how to see how I'm getting my words mixed up. It's going to be interesting to see how these assets move together, going on in the future. I'm thinking Hedron can easily touch. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Like I said, man, in crypto, nothing is impossible. The craziest stuff ever can happen here. So, anything that's not what you just said here is not far-fetched at all. It's nice to listen to intelligent people talk. Yeah, and I'll tell you another thing. Sometimes I'm intimidated. Like when I first started, and now people have been inviting me on streams, but I just haven't been able to make it. I'm either working or I've been in the middle of moving, but sometimes I get intimidated going on those streams because those people are just so smart, man, so smart. And I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, but I'm not dumb, and I try to provide the value where I can. And if only one person gets value from what I'm doing, that's all I care about. I'm not out here to, I'm not out here for the masses. Maybe eventually I can be, but if I can help one person, I'm happy. That would be sweet. I mean, after grace period of 1 to 2 days, will I be able to bridge in with MetaMask first moment actual bridge is open, or need a different wallet if I want to? No, you can bridge from MetaMask. MetaMask is going to be the wallet of choice, I am pretty sure. So yeah, you're fine. As soon as the bridge is open, it's game time. You can start bridging in whatever you'd like. You should be able to bridge right when the bridge goes live with your MetaMask you have. Yep, 100%. If you're using StreamYard, can you try feeding the ducks music? It's awesome. Sure, I'll see what I can do here. Hold on. Feeding the ducks. Is that good, buddy? Oh, okay, thanks. Any word on Richard Hart putting out? Any word on Richard Hart putting out SC on? Somebody can clarify what that means. Yeah. Put your comment back in here. I'm not sure what that means. Lights Out 193 just discovered your channel. You got another sub. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Like I said, I'm new. I'm trying my best to provide what I can. So I really appreciate your support. It's awesome. Thank you. I'll blast this channel out on Twitter to get you some subs. Appreciate it, man. And this community has been awesome. I know Crypto Panda, he blasted me out the other day, man. I gained almost like 30 to 40 subs in like the matter of 12 hours. This community, it's just amazing, man. It's so crazy. Everybody's just out here to help one another, and it continues to blow my mind on a daily basis. And I'm just so grateful for you guys. So grateful. Oh, the PulseX balance. Yeah, he said 2 days ago he was going to try. So we're still on the lookout for it. It could be any day now. Maybe he's doing something a little different to try to make these more accurate. I'm not sure, but yeah, it should be coming soon. It should be coming soon. Lights out, fire, fire, fire. Lights out, welcome. Yeah. Welcome to all the new members. Yeah, y'all guys like the video, please. Share it out there. Subscribe to the channel. It's always, always, always a good thing. Pumping the channel or pumping y'all's bags. No, I'm just kidding. Good to see you, Lights Out. Hines has good energy. I like the pace and the commentary. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Just seeing some of you OG guys. I don't know if you like being called an OG, but seeing y'all, day oneers in the Hex community. Because I look to y'all like y'all have built the infrastructure of what the community has become, and unfortunately, a lot of it started to trail away from how it's supposed to be. Because when I first got into Hex, the community is what brought me, and the community is what got my investment. And now seeing all this drama, or I'm not going to really call it drama, but seeing all this infighting and all this community FUD, basically. The community's FUDing itself, and it's just so discomforting to see that, between the community, because I've even had a couple of people that I've brought into Hex reach back out to me saying, man, what's going on with the community? They're at each other's throat, and I don't really like seeing that. So it's embarrassing to a point, but then again, I know what this community, I know the true value of this community, and I know what this community can offer, and I know what this community can do. So I just hope things can settle down, and things can get back to, or the focus can get back to what the focus should be on, and that's just helping change people's lives and helping bringing other people on to this ecosystem. That's one big thing why I'm so excited about Pulse Chain, is because I can start reaching out into the other communities, like on Ethereum or any other chain, and just or mainly Ethereum. Just go to other projects and explain to them what Pulse Chain is. And I like that tweet the other day. I forgot who posted it. I think it was Hodl Dog. He said, if you're a Ethereum developer, you're already a Pulse Chain developer. And that's an awesome little photo he posted, because it's true. All you have to do if you're on Ethereum already is just make your front end compatible. I'm pretty sure that's all you got to do. Because I'm pretty sure everything's still like the same code and stuff like that. So you just got to make it compatible with the Pulse Chain network. So it's going to be interesting to see how all this goes on. It's never been done before, and the world's biggest airdrop is just going to be, it's going to turn the crypto space on its head for sure. Well, every community, even within our households, humans argue and disagree. I think it's just human. I don't bother too much about it. 90% of us are still normal and cool. A little bit of friction is human. Yeah, it is for 100%. But there's a line. There's a fine line that if you cross it, then you cross it, and yeah, some infighting and stuff like that is normal for sure. But like I said, there's a fine line between just normal disagreements and stuff like that, and just straight up shit talking. So I know what you mean. 100% it's true. But there's, like I said, there's a fine line, and some people have crossed it for sure. All right, guys, let's pull up. I didn't want to forget about my man about he wants to see some charts. Let me pull it up here. Let me share my screen. Let's look at it. And Hex is doing good today. It's up almost 5% on the day. Look at them beautiful candles, guys. God, so good to see. So good to see. Let me get my bearings together here. So basically, I was talking about a fallen wedge, and I took it off the screen now because we broke out of it, so it's kind of irrelevant. But it was coming down through here, and it broke out. And the main key levels that we're gonna have to watch are about 16 cent, and then when it gets back up here to the 236 at about 19, and if we break this is how I'm gonna say it. Because I'm not a very good, short term kind of TA guesser or anything like that. Because 9 times out of 10, nobody knows what it's going to do short term. But if you zoom out, which I suggest that everybody does, when the prices are stagnant or when they're going down, guys, just zoom out. It can really calm you down if you just zoom out. But you got this long term downwards trend line here, and this is going to be the make it or break it line. Basically, if we can come back up here and break through the 236 at about 19.2 cents and find support on this, and then come up here and make a new swing high and at least try to test this downward price action here, we could possibly be seeing a reversal, in my opinion. Because you can see here, we kind of got a little, it's not much, but it's like a little W, maybe a little double bottom W reversal here. So, the key levels that we need to watch and the key levels that we need to pay attention to are this 20 cent level and then this trend line here, wherever it comes up to. It'll probably be around the 20 cent mark. So just keep an eye on this downward trend line. If it breaks it, then we could be going up to see, new all-time highs within the next, few weeks, months. Not few weeks, but probably months. What's really gonna break it all down is when the snapshot or fork date is announced. You're really gonna see people FOMOing into HEX because they're gonna be wanting that free copy. And in my opinion, I don't know why they're not doing it now. But you're really going to see FOMO kick in when that announcement goes live. Because like I said, the main core HEX community is still, DCA and stuff like that. But when the outsiders see that announcement and see that Pulse Chain's getting closer and closer, they're going to FOMO hard. So, like I said, just keep an eye on this downwards trend line here at about 20 cent. 20 cent is the key price to break. So, just if you guys have charts, just pull up your charts and just put your downward trend line here, and then put your little downward support line here, which is kind of a fallen wedge if you want to look at it like on the macro scale. So that's super bullish. I mean, the price action on HEX is super bullish. If we zoom out, whoops, let me see here. Oh God. If we zoom out here, right? All the price action is doing right now is basically what it did back here. It's going to go stagnant for a while. The price doesn't move in a straight line. It's got to have accumulation phases. And another big thing is HEX hasn't experienced, since its inception, it has not experienced a bear market. So I'm going to be very curious to see how HEX stands up in a bear market. I think it will probably stand up better than most cryptos, just because of the staking mechanism and how much of the supply has been taken off the markets due to the sacrifice phases. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it all plays out. But yeah, keep an eye on 20 cent. That's the key level to break if you do want to see new all-time highs. If we break the 20 cent level and find support on that level, then price is going to be, it's in a good place. It's in a good place. All right, now let's zoom into Hedron here. I'll go over Hedron real quick with you guys. And really, there's not much to look at on Hedron. It's basically just in a straight snail crab market right now. And if you guys watch my past streams, I was talking about how it's going to probably bing bang around between the 618 and the 786, and that's exactly what it's doing. It kept bumping its head on the 618 golden pocket for a pretty good while, a couple of days, and it finally has fell down to the 786 and found pretty strong support on the 786. So in my opinion, what we're going to see is it's going to continue to just bing bong around in here until it finds, because you got to remember, Hedron is still relatively new, so it's still trying to find its base, and it's still trying to find where the price belongs. And there's been a lot of liquidity plays going on with Hedron, so it's just trying to find its zone. And I think it's just going to sit in here and just carve out some good support for when we do take off in the future, and it'll just have some good price stability for future price action. So where I can see Hedron going in the short term, probably like I just said, it's gonna just come back up and just bounce its head off of both of these lines for a while, in my opinion, or at least until we hear more about the Pulse Chain launch as well. So we're in a crab market, guys. Just keep accumulating, keep DCAing. You can never go wrong with that. Hedron is a new asset, and it has a lot of potential for in the future, because people are going to keep staking Hex. People are going to, and with this whole NFT stuff going on that's going to be coming to the Pulse Chain side, Hedron's definitely, it's definitely a good onboarding tool to know about, because you can definitely pull some NFT guys over to the Hex ecosystem through Hedron. So if you like Hedron, try to learn as much as you can about it to use it as an onboarding tool if that's what you want to do. That's kind of what I've been trying to do, because before I got into Hex, I did know quite a few NFT people, and stuff like this can be an interest to those guys. So but like I said, price is just going to bing bang around through the 618 and 786 for a while. So you got time to do what you need to do. I wouldn't be looking for any big movements in the near future, but this is crypto. Anything can happen. So just prepare yourself. All right, let me see. I'm going to go back to the chat here. Yay, no more fallen wedge. Yeah, man, it seems, God, that was a grinding and grueling fallen wedge we were in for a while. God, it was depressing. I didn't think we were ever going to pop out of that thing. Thanks for the welcome, everyone. Fun and Jim. The community definitely needs these good vibes. Yeah, 100%, man. And that's all I'm here to try to do is just, if people are stressed out during the week, I want to have a stream on the weekends where we can just all come and just, enjoy some good conversation, some laid back conversation. I don't want to get on here and try to, grind our minds too hard. It's the weekend after a long week. So, I just like shooting the crap with you guys, man. It's awesome. And then there's always some kind of good comments in the comment section that, everybody learns from. And always keep asking questions. There is no dumb questions. The only dumb question is not asking one. So, keep it up, man. Y'all are, and another thing, if you're in this chat right now and you're watching and you know about Hex and you know about Pulse Chain and you know about PulseX and you know about Hedron, we're all early. We're super, 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 super early. So, just sit and think about that, guys. Just sit there and think about how early we are. Hex is only 2 years old. Hedron is only like a month old. Pulse Chain ain't even out yet. PulseX ain't even out yet. God, we're so early, guys. There's so much potential in the near future. It's insane. It's insane. If this don't get you excited, about crypto in general, or new things to come in crypto and onboarding new people and financial freedom, this is the time. The time is now, and the time is here. We only got a few months is not long. A few months is not long. It's going to be here before we know it. So just, make sure you're ready. Make sure your bags are packed. Make sure you don't do any stupid mistakes pre-bridge, because it's definitely in the cards for some people, because they're going to have that itch and they can't itch it, and they're going to have to hit the swap buttons when really you just need to calm down, and just let things play out. You made comments, swap PHEX for PLS. What do you think PHEX worth early on? I don't really know yet. I think it's going to find its price pretty quickly. 10 cent, maybe 10 cent. Like I said, it's just there's so many things that can be taking place. It's going to be hard to. That's what I'm saying, man. Pre-bridge is just a really, really hard time to do. If you want my advice, this is not financial advice, but in what I'm going to do is just don't do nothing. Don't do nothing at first. Just build up your bags and be ready. Be ready for what's going to come when the bridges do launch. You don't want to be in the midst and get wrecked, guys. You really don't. So just, if you know what you're doing, by all means, go ahead. But if you don't, just please be careful. Also notice HEX is drying up from the liquidity pools on HEX daily stats up and to the right incoming. Yeah, man, the smaller the liquidity, the easier the price moves. So there's been a lot of liquidity plays going on here recently. So it's about to happen. Something's big is about to happen. It's been too quiet for too long. It's been too quiet. MJ HEX should be quick to reach. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. HEX is going to be the first to reach parity on the Pulse chain. Just because it's going to be one of the core tokens. HEX is the store value on the Pulse chain network. So HEX is our Bitcoin, Pulse chain is our Ethereum, PulseX is our Uniswap. So if it makes it easier for you to understand it like that, that's how I kind of first understood it, and it makes a lot of sense that way. Hold on, guys, let me drink it. All right. 100% agreed. Accumulation. Yeah. Accumulation never stops. Even when the price is on a confirmed uptrend, you still want to be accumulating. That's the beauty of DCA, because, your average price, you could be buying at the top, then you buy at the bottom, buy at the top, buy in the middle, buy at the bottom, and then your average price is a great price. So DCA is never a bad strategy, ever. I've never seen anybody get wrecked DCAing. You just can't. Prior to bridge, during ratio trading, just don't get wrecked, man, please. That shit's gonna but it's like Godfather just said, HEX is going to be one of the first to reach parity, because, like I said, it's going to be one of the main core tokens. It's going to be the Bitcoin of the Pulse chain. So, like I said, if you just don't, if you got questions like this, you just need to be careful, man, because if you swap 50 HEX for one PLS and then the ratio is completely different, you're going to really be depressed about that. Good question. But that's definitely interesting. That's definitely an interesting, ratio trading is a definitely interesting. I'm not fucking with it. I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with it. But yeah, that's definitely an interesting question. We're all gonna make it 100%. Good looks, fam. Hello, hey. What's up, Gemrat Crypto? Appreciate you stopping by, man. I was just over watching yours before I went live. Love what you're doing, dude. You dove in this shit head first, and I commend you for that, especially with how you got introduced to the community with all that bullshit that went on. But keep on keeping on, man. You're doing awesome work. What's up, brother? Gemrat Crypto. Hex Devon, fire. how does the removal of liquidity mean price go up? It's just with thinner liquidity and thinner order books equals more volatile coins, because there's not liquidity backing it up. So the thinner the liquidity, the more volatile a coin is. I'm not an expert on liquidity or providing liquidity or anything like that. But from what I've understood is, the smaller the thinner the liquidity, the more volatile the coin is, whether to the up or downside. So, it can go either way. It's a double-edged sword. All right, let me jump into this CalSwap stuff real quick, guys, because it is kind of important, especially if you want to be saving on some gas fees, because them things are fucking atrocious. Crypto Fitness, what's up, brother? Appreciate you stopping by, man. Love what you're doing. You're doing awesome work as well. I've seen some pretty big names in the chat today. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. It's the first time I've had this kind of engagement, and it's awesome. So thank you, guys, man. Thank you. All right, let me go over CalSwap with you guys real quick, because what they got going on is pretty cool. I've been using CalSwap for quite a while. Before I really even got into Hex, I was using CalSwap. Like I said, I was able to get the airdrop that they had. They had the airdrop of Cal tokens, and because back when I first got into crypto, guy, I was a fucking airdrop hunter. I was going in every protocol, wasting so much fucking money trying to get free airdrops, and luckily this is one that I did get. But CalSwap is also multi-chain. You can use it on the Gnosis chain as well, which is formerly XDAI. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that, but cheap fees on XDAI. And then you can also use the Rinkeby testnet, which who gives a shit about that? But so basically what CalSwap does is, say you come on here and say you want to, let's see, I got a little bit of Phantom. Say I wanted to trade my Phantom for some more Hex, right? If I hit maxed it out. So what you're going to be doing here, if you look right here, the fees that you're going to be paying are going to be paid in the token that you receive. So if I did this swap right now, well, I'd have to pay some ETH to allow my CalSwap to spin my Phantom. But after you do all that, when you go to do this swap, the only fees you're going to pay is in the coin you're receiving. So if I did this swap right now, it would cost me 65.8 Hex, which is only $10 to do this swap. So it's pretty interesting. Any swap that you're going to be doing on this platform will be the fees will be paid in the coin that you receive. So it's definitely a gas saver, and definitely the way to go. I mean, I know, I've used 1inch and Matcha for a while too, and it just depends on what you're trying to trade, really. If you got the ETH to do it, and do limit order, because you can't do limit orders on here. So 1inch and Matcha are good for limit orders. But if you got like a small amount of money you're just trying to DCA into, like, this is a good DCA platform. Like, if you're just trying to DCA and stuff, CalSwap is fucking fire. But if you got like substantial amounts of money and stuff like that, and you're trying to, well, not substantial, but decent sized money, 1inch and Matcha are probably the way to go. But for the smaller guys, CalSwap's definitely a good platform to use. If y'all got any questions about it, just let me know. I'll be happy to help you out and help you figure it out and all that good stuff. Moo. Yeah. Good stuff. Is there anything you guys want to talk about, man? Anything you guys want to talk? Give me 1 second, fellas. Oh, so I just got your DM, Crypto Fitness. Yeah, we could do that shit. I'm down. Like I said, I'm still awkward as... If y'all are still watching anyway, I don't know if you're still watching. But I'm still awkward as hell on stream. I'm still a newbie, but I'm down to start doing that stuff if y'all are. I'm just trying to get involved with shit, man. because I'm tired of sitting there watching everybody on stream having a fucking good time, and I'm trying to get into it, and I can provide some kind of value. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in doing a weekly show. It's definitely something I've been wanting to do for a while now. All good, bro. Just making things more like a conversation. Yeah, for sure, man. And that's what I'm trying to do. Not you don't have to get on here and see that's the one thing I've been liking about Jim Rat's streams, because he'll just get on there and shoot the shit and just talk about anything, and that's kind of what I want to do, and just like build up good relationships and good community, and that's what this is all about, right? You don't got to get on here and talk about charts and talk about price action all the fucking time. That shit gets old, man. That shit will drive you insane. You got to get on here and just make friends and have good conversation. 100%. Hex gonna pump then dump just at or just after lunch. What the hell are you talking about, man? What you talking about? Is Hex dumping right now? What are you talking about? It's pumping like a motherfucker. I don't know what you meant. Hex is looking good though, man. It's got some very bullish price action going on. Let's see. I'm running out of stuff to talk about, guys. Strike some combo up. What y'all want to talk about? Y'all got anything interesting going on? Y'all thinking about doing? I'm down to talk about whatever. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find this. Shit here. Hold on one second. Anyway, yeah, cool. So, yeah, I'll just talk about it now. So, we're thinking about doing a weekly show. If anybody's interested in coming on, we're going to do it every Saturday, I guess. I'm not sure about the time yet. That's up to the other guys. I'm sure I can work around that and come to an agreement about something. But yeah, so if anybody's interested in hopping on with us one of these Saturdays, definitely get up with us and we will make it happen. Oh shit. He's saying Hex is going to be a buy the rumor. So oh yeah, that could be. Yeah, for E-Hex. I think P-Hex is going to fucking rocket. I don't know about rocket, but it's going to reach parity. So everybody that's getting there, everybody's going to be running over to Pulse Chain, man. And people are going to kind of forget about E-Hex. But honestly, I think there's going to be some awesome game theory in the E-Hex pair. I've heard a lot of the whales mentioning, they hope everybody runs the Pulse Chain so they can, get all the E-Hex. So it's definitely an interesting. Like I said, man, I can't wrap my head around all this game theory that's going on in the space right now. Because I'll go to one stream and be watching and trying to learn some stuff. Then I'll go to another stream and they'll be talking about the same kind of thing, but in a completely different way. So it's just so crazy what's about to happen, and it's going to catch a lot of people off guard too, I think. And the whole stable coin thing. I can't even understand that. So I'm glad that we're going to be starting a stream, because I've got so many questions that I haven't really been able to ask anybody. That hopefully we can talk out and try to fucking get to the bottom of. After launch, even dumps P-Hex prosper. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to be the most dominant. I don't know what's going to do the best. All I know is I'm going to have a bag of everything. I'm not going to be, left wishing I would have done this or wishing I would have done that. I'm going to have a bag of everything, and I'm just going to sit back and see what the fuck does the best. So I'm good either way. Whatever happens. I'm happy whichever way it goes. Max Bonnet, hey man, what's going on, buddy? Glad you were here. Good to see new faces for sure. Funding Jim tweeted out, whoa, thank you, Funding Jim. If you're still watching, man, I really appreciate you putting this out there. That is awesome. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, Crypto, thanks. That's the strategy right here, dude. Yeah, and that's what I've been trying to, tell people. Like, they keep, I get a lot of questions about, what's going to do better or what's going to do. Dude, build your bag and everything. Don't worry so much about what's going to outperform what, or what the price of this is going to be, what the price of that's going to be. Just be ready for everything. Be ready for whatever happens. Because a lot of the times in crypto that I've noticed, when everybody says a certain thing is going to happen, the complete opposite happens. That's just how it works. So, just be ready for whatever is thrown our way. That's like Crypto Fitness just said. The strategy is the DCA into all RH assets, 100%. And that's all I own. Well, I own Hedron too, but everything that I've owned is in the RH ecosystem. And you can't go wrong there, man. You can't go wrong with Richard Hart's past performance with Hex and just the stuff I've seen him build, man. It's how can you bet against that? You can't. Godfather J6, haha, Crypto Fitness Truth, yeah. You cannot go wrong with the Richard Hart assets at all. The most important thing at Wendy's Pretendies and Crypto Kool-Aid said on Tech Talk in 5 years is 5 years, no touch, 100%. Don't touch it. Do not hit that fucking sell button, guys. Do not hit the sell button. Yeah, that's the only mistake you can make. And that's why I keep telling people when they're talking about ratio trading before the bridge goes live, don't do it, man. That one little trade that you do before the bridges go live could cost you thousands of dollars if you don't know what you're doing. It could be a detrimental swap if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. It really could be. So just sit back and relax. You don't have to, that's the beautiful thing about the Richard Hart ecosystem. Before I got into Richard Hart or Hex, I felt like I had to hit the trade button every day. I had to do some kind of trade every day, and therefore I was getting ate up by fees. I was just losing money. All around, I was just losing money continuously. And when I finally got into Hex, I finally had my first, 555 stake, and I've done my little ladder and stuff, and it's just delayed gratification helps so much when you start, realizing. I'm trying to think out how to describe it because it's so hard to describe. It's hard to tell somebody to lock your money up for 15 years. How do you tell somebody to do that? And that's why I'm so glad Hedron came out, because for those people that do want that instant gratification, if you will, Hedron's another option. So it's definitely good for the Hex ecosystem. I don't understand why people think it's not. In my opinion, it just brings more buy pressure to Hex, and it keeps the sell pressure, off. But yeah, anything, any assets you buy or anything that you start DCA, you don't want to sell it. You don't want to sell it. You don't want to lower your coin counts. And you're not, the life-changing money is done over time. It's not done overnight. It's not done in a month. It's not done, in a week. You got to hold, and you got to know, you got to be able to slow your mind down and just take control, because that's all these charts right here are, is human emotion. Every candle you see on these charts here is human emotion. There's somebody hitting the button causing these candles to do this. And there's always a thought in their head that causes them to do it. So you don't want to play this game with those people. And that's how I see it. You don't want to play that game with those people, because It's a dangerous game. Unless you know what you're doing, then by all means, more power to you. Go out there and fucking kill it. Make all the money you can. But for most crypto investors, you just want to sit back and just DCA and watch the gains. Well, guys, that's about all I got for this stream. I really appreciate everybody coming by, funding Jim, Jim Rat Crypto, Crypto Fitness, and all my day one supporters. I really appreciate y'all stopping by. It's really awesome. I would have never ever thought that I'd see funding Jim in one of my chats, or even Bitfinesse, Crypto Fitness, Jim Rat Crypto. Y'all are the people I was watching, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. So I really appreciate you guys taking the time out of your day just to come over here and show some support. That's awesome. Everyone is after your money. I mean, everyone. Almost every product that claims to grow your money is a scam. The safest thing you can do is lock up your money in Hex for 15 years. That's 100%. And another thing is, you got to protect your money from yourself as well, because yourself can be your number one enemy also. Because shit happens. I mean, we're human, guys. Hell, you see big old gains, it's hard not to hit that sell button. It's just true. But Bitfinesse, you're right. Everything that does offer to grow your money really fast is a scam. And Hex isn't. That's why it's shooking so many people, because it's something that can grow your money pretty quickly, and it's legit. So that's why it's getting all the flack it gets. But that's why it's revolutionary, because it's the first thing to ever do what it's doing, and it's awesome. All right, brother, I gotta head out. I'm going to reach out to several people in the community this week and see if we can set up our first stream next Saturday. I'll let you know. Peace. Appreciate it, man. I'm really excited about doing this. But thanks for coming in today, and I will be in contact with you, and hopefully we'll have some shit set up and start having a good time. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Take care. Be safe, boys. Appreciate it, MJB, man. I really appreciate you coming by. You're always here. Let me see. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate you coming by. You're always first in the chat. You're a big supporter of the channel. You've been here a while, so thank you. But yeah, I'm about to wrap it on up. I'm sitting here rambling now, running out of stuff to say. But that's what's getting me excited. People coming on the stream, because it's going to keep conversation good. Because I could sit on here and go for hours if I just had other people to bounce stuff off of. I can continue to go. If y'all got stuff you want to talk about, just drop it in the chat. I'll be more than happy to keep going over it. Before I go, I do want to throw this up one more time, just in case. If y'all want to support the channel, I'm forever grateful. If you do, this is an address you can send some tips to if you'd like. I'm not big enough to receive super chats yet, so I just put this here for an option. Definitely not. You definitely don't have to. I just have the option there. StreamYard. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard right now, if that's what you were asking. Hold on 1 second. My wife just texted me. She's watching too. Are you trying to come on, Marcavelli? Is that what you're saying? You wanna hop on? If you do, I'm gonna have to find some earphones. So let me know if that's what you're trying to do, because if you are, I gotta go hunt some of those down real quick. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm about to go see if I can find, because I don't know if my wife has hers with her, or if I have some here. So just hold on a second, and I'll be right back. I found some, but I don't know if these things are dead. So let me try them out real quick. I think they're probably dead, guys. I don't know if you can use. Do you have to use earphones? I'm not sure. Let me see if I can get these connected. I don't know if I can. Remove. Sorry guys, y'all bear with me. I'm trying to figure out how to connect these. I think I got them. Yeah, I got them. All right. Hold on, Marcavelli. I'll shoot you the link. All right, I shot that to you on Twitter, my man. If you want to shoot on over here, I'll probably stay on for another, little while. My son's still asleep, so. Hold on 1 second, fellas. Gotta fucking blow my nose. All right. So, if you guys stuck with me, I'm glad you are still here. I see there's still 7 people watching. I appreciate y'all still here. I still can't believe Funding Jim came in here, man. I followed that guy hard. I love what he's doing, man. He's such an inspiration to the community. It's awesome. So we're just waiting on Marcavelli to tune in. He said he's gonna hop on for a little while. Is there any other charts you guys want to look at while we're waiting? Oh, I think he just popped in here. What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yep.
What's going on? How are you doing?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, you're good.
Cool.
I'm trying to see if I can turn the volume down a little bit. Give me 1 second. Oh man. All right, well, I'll just see if I can't do this.
Yeah, the diehards are here.
What's that?
The diehards are here. The 4 left.
Yeah, I know, man. Everybody's done jumped off now. That was cool though earlier, man. I couldn't believe we had all those, pretty well-known people in here. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, you had like 16 people in here. It was dope.
Hell yeah. Fucking Funding Jim, Jim Rat. It was awesome, man. I mean, Funding Jim commented on one of my videos that I posted the other day, and that caught me off guard. And then I seen him jump in. That was just wild. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, what's up, man? What you got anything interesting you want to talk about? Open the testnet.
Yeah, nothing too specific. There's, a couple things I'm continuously working out in my head that might come up in conversation, but no, I'm just like, happy the test net's looks like it's going fine. Like
Yeah.
they're running out of things to do, you know,
What
and
do you,
the price of hex is, you know, going up because, you know, with Pulse Chain coming out, why would you want to have people be able to buy cheap hex when, you know, you got this huge thing around the corner, right?
yeah, you don't. That's what I can understand. Like why the price has been suppressed for so long. You know, like it shocked me how it stayed down there for so long. You know, I thought for sure as soon as this test net was announced, it was just gonna, you know, it wasn't gonna stop. But you know, whatever. I mean, I'm happy it's, you know, stagnant. Now it's just giving me time to buy more for sure.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for dollar costing in.
For sure. See, open.
Yeah.
What do you want, Jay Godfather? What do you want me to do? I got it pulled up here. If Pulse X is what you were talking about.
Yeah. Can you go over? I know Crypto Coffee, he basically like just put out another video showing how to like get on the test net.
What do you
Is
mean?
that like to actually get on there, you got to enter in a couple little things, right?
Yeah, like in your MetaMask and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've only seen like Crypto Coffee go over that like once, and then it seems like it's been changing as well. I think it's like kind of update. It's like easier to get in than it used to be. Like and there's like I know there's a couple.
Well, see, the way I did it, I just got in through Richard Hart's tweets. You know, he's got the links to it in his tweets there.
Yeah.
But here, let me see. Let me.
Yeah, I haven't been on the test net. I've seen everybody else like doing it and stuff, and I just haven't actually took the leap. I'm just hoping that it's, you know, through osmosis, I'm going to learn enough
Yeah,
about.
that's a lot of times that's what I've done, and it's, you know, it's worked pretty well now. You know, just sitting back and watching all these other guys do it. Here, let me pull this up here. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Well, damn it. Oh yeah, okay. Well, let me go back and share my screen here. So yeah, this right here is where I got everything from. Because if you go to this, it says testnet docs right here, and you go and you click that GitLab link, it's going to pop this up. And you scroll down, and right here is all the info. Well, I think it's right here. And it shows you how to connect it to the
GitLab.
Yeah, you go to his tweet. You go to his tweet, right? You see the screen I got pulled up? If you go to his tweet right here,
Yeah.
it says it's got all these links. It's got Block Explorer, and that goes to the you know, the where you can see the blocks being produced and the block times. Then it's got the PulseX app on V2B testnet. Then it's got the bridge link, the faucet link, and then testnet docs right here.
Which one you click on?
For what? To
the
get
bottom,
it in your MetaMask?
second to bottom one.
You click on the testnet. You just
opened up. You click on the testnet docs. That's the GitLab. It's got a bunch of different.
Yeah. Click on that, and then
everything you need is on the GitLab, and it just pops up like that. Huh?
Yep, it pops up to this screen, and then you just copy and paste this networking stuff into your MetaMask, and you're set. And then you'll see all your.
Have you done this as like a tutorial or like a shorter clip and stuff?
I probably should, shouldn't I?
Because there's I mean, well, it is. I mean, you know, it keeps changing. It's like, I know Coffee has an updated one where it was like, I mean, that was just like yesterday, maybe even 2 days ago, where it was like a different setup. Like it was like easier. Like he's cutting like not corners, but he's cutting down those steps it takes to get onto the testnet, which is awesome. Like every day there's something new coming out.
I hadn't seen that video. I'm sure there probably is quicker ways to do it. But
no, this might be it. You just, as soon as you do like cut and paste or copy and paste, then it has like a button to just like, it'll just pop up like a You just
Oh yeah,
click a
well
button
here,
after you do it.
shit,
Or
man. Let
click a
me
button
here,
after you do it or
shit, man.
something.
I'll just show you guys how to do it real quick. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna open my MetaMask here real quick. I'll show you. So you go up here. You see, you know where the networks tab is in MetaMask here. So you go in here. You're gonna click add.
I think.
Well, first let me.
I'm not seeing it.
You don't see it?
Network.
Let me expand this. Can you see my MetaMask here?
Yeah, now I see it.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do, you want to go over here to where the drop down networks are. And you're gonna hit add. See, I already have it added, but you're gonna go to add network, and this is gonna pop up.
So you just copy and paste that last link.
So
and you
look,
put it right there, the network name.
I'm gonna show you. Just watch the screen, and I'll show you. So, all right, I'm gonna go back over to the GitLab, and you see right here where it says network.
Start on the Twitter real quick. So if someone clips this, they have all the steps.
Okay. So we're at Richard Hart's Twitter page.
Yeah.
We're going to click on the testnet docs right here to the GitLab. You click on that.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to pop up. Then you're going to scroll down to where it says connecting MetaMask. Then you're going to, it says network name, new RPC. So first we're going to copy the network name. You're going to copy that. Then you're going to go to your MetaMask. You're going to go to your MetaMask, and where it says network name in MetaMask, you're going to paste the network name.
Yeah.
Then you're going to go back.
Scroll down to find something to.
It is
at the top of the page.
Yeah, I know. GitLab is, it's for the smart people, I guess.
Yeah,
it took me a while to.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like they're gonna have something built in eventually where it's just like, oh yeah, just open this up, click on Pulse Chain Network.
Right.
But right now you got to add it, so they basically need to talk to MetaMask and have it, or they got to create their own wallet that has it like as an available thing. Like right there it says Ethereum mainnet, but it doesn't have Pulse Chain as an option.
Now this is the thing. When this could be a thing. Now, when Pulse Chain goes live, when you first go on to like the PulseX platform and you go up to say like connect your wallet, a lot of platforms now they have, when you hit that connect your wallet, it'll automatically put all the information in for the network, and it'll automatically add it to MetaMask. I don't know if PulseX has
on what?
A lot of platform. It's hard to explain. Like
I know, that's what I'm trying to break this down, where it's just like, oh, I don't even have to think. I can just be like,
like a lot of times, let me see, hold on. It's so difficult, man. Crypto is just a mind fuck.
I know, that's the whole thing is like this. How cool is that? Like they've spent so much time like trying to get this shit as simple as you possibly can, because it's like no one knows what liquidity providing is, no one knows what yield farming is, and this is like so beautiful and simple where it's just like, oh, you want to make passive income? Here you go, click this fucking button, and it's just you're making money. Like get wrecked. Like or don't get wrecked. Like
it's legit like that though. It's so like cut and dry. Like if you don't know how to use it, like you're fucked.
Yeah,
you really have to.
It's getting real simple, and it's beautiful that they're, making this simple for everybody, because it's gonna be like life changing for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. It is
awesome.
It is. Now, what I want.
Go ahead.
Say what? Oh, what I was going to say is like most of the time. Like when you first come onto a platform like this, right? When you see like the connect wallet button, like it's on. Normally, when you hit that and you hit like connect MetaMask.
Yeah, where are we at? This is
PulseX.
This is PulseX. So how did you get here after you added it? Did you have to add other stuff to get here, or after you added it? Like it comes up.
You have to go to the.
You got to add a couple other things too.
Yeah, you got to add a couple other things. You want me to show you how to do that?
I mean,
I still have
I've seen it, but it's just like, yeah, you add a couple of these things in here.
Yeah.
And then it comes up, and you can open it up in the browser, or it'll say connected on.
Yeah, it'll after you enter all this information here in the MetaMask, you're gonna hit save, And then after that, you'll be able to come up here, and it'll be in your networks as Pulsechain Testnet V2B.
Yeah, it doesn't have any cool picture or color yet.
No, yeah, it's just regular old shit. But then, you go over here, and then you click the Pulse X tab, and it'll pop you right up to, the website here.
Pulse X tab. Is this because you're on like your desktop? Like you gotta, but if you can do it like through your browser on your phone, but you're not doing that.
Yeah, you can if you enter this URL.
If you did, you would just enter. That's because it's all testnet stuff. You can't go to like Pulsechain. Can you go to just pulsechain.com and do everything through that? Like, do they have shit set up on Pulsechain?
Yeah, they did. But see, now once all this goes live and once it's mainnet, see, the reason it's so fucking complicated is because it's testnet. So you have to have all this fancy shit in the URL for it to pop up.
Yeah, that's why people can like. That's why I'm not even fucking with it, because it's like, I'm not beta. Like Richard even says that he's like, oh yeah, beta test. I'm not. You can pay me to beta test your stuff or whatever, which we are getting paid to beta test stuff, but it's like,
yeah, kind of
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's definitely it's definitely different. If it's not something a normal everyday person can figure out. It's really not.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm trying to just like have you slow down, like to the point where it's like, oh yeah, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, see, I'd have to what I need to do is I need to like create a fresh new MetaMask and just do everything, because it makes it a lot more difficult to try to show somebody when stuff's already added into your MetaMask, I guess.
Yeah, but Crypto Coffee's got a pretty good one where it's basically like three buttons, like you added in that one in the MetaMask, the drop down. You have to add a new network, and then you add in a couple things in the boxes, and then it comes up, and then you can click on it as a chain. But it's almost like if you could just go to like pulsechain.com and do it from there or something.
See, and it will be like that when the mainnet happens.
I know, but it could be like that right now. It's just he's doing it through Twitter. I just don't know. I guess I haven't been like, they need to make pulsechain.com like hex.com, where it's just like, oh yeah, you can do everything that you can figure it all out. Just go to hex.com. Or maybe they need to have Pulsechain like direct, like you even had to scroll down to find that link to pack into your network. I mean, I try explaining shit to different people. It's just like, if you have to explain anything, it's gonna like get lost in translation. Like, for most people, man. It's true. That's why it's just like you have to just cut all the fat out for it to be, ready to go. And I'm fucking antsy as hell.
It's true. Yeah, and it's so hard. Like sometimes, with people like I've had, man, I hate to say it, like people with like Richard says, that broken English, they'll come in here and try to ask me how to do stuff. and dude, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. It's so hard.
No, you go and you try to help people out, like Telegram chats. I was doing that with connecting with Hedron or Hedron, whatever the fuck, and it was just like, oh my god. It's like you almost have no chance of explaining things to people on Telegram. It's crazy.
It's impossible.
But yeah, that's why these videos and like Twitters and like Twitter Spaces, like you can link people to the right people that like cut down the steps to. It's just like, oh yeah, here it is.
Did you ever get to the bottom? Say what?
No, go ahead.
I said, did you ever get to the bottom of that problem you were having the other week with all the liquidity shit with Hedron?
I don't know. I mean, I basically asked Richard. I got to ask Richard Hart actually that question, basically, like in a roundabout way, like without directly asking him. And I don't know. I mean, I listened to it a couple more times, tried to understand what he was saying, but I don't. I mean, one of the things he was saying is that like slowly adding liquidity is like what he's going to be doing. That he learned like to gradually add the liquidity is probably the best way. Like you don't want to just add a bunch of liquidity. So that was one thing that I kind of gathered from what he was saying, and it's just like, yeah, that's cool. Like I don't know. That's probably a good idea.
It's so hard to understand what that liquidity stuff, man. I get lost in it every time people start trying to explain it. I don't and they make it sound so simple, but it's not. It's not.
No, I think it is very important. That's why like I'm like super interested in all of that, and I think it is like wildly important. And yeah, I mean, I think it can affect the price ridiculously, and that's I mean, honestly, I guess we're kind of still learning things, but it's just like, I mean, I feel like the chart is just going to do what the chart's going to do. Like and it's going up into the right, and it's just taking, it's just winning the lottery in slow motion. Like it's just gonna continue to do what it does. And it's like, liquidity might, have a little more volatility here and there, but like ultimately, it's just going to do what it's going to do. And I say that because like within the concept of like what the Federal Reserve does, which is how Richard Hart explains, HEX, it's the clearest way that I understand HEX is how the Federal Reserve can just print money to infinitum, so it's just like when you have an absolute abundant mindset and money is not an option, what are you doing? Which is you're creating a beautiful chart that is going up and to the right. And these are the, the mechanisms at which these things happen. And it just, there's a whole lot of math involved, I presume, but it's just like, you can pretty much sit back and see what's going on without knowing a bunch of math.
Yeah.
It's
interesting. It's interesting what he or what.
I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but.
Oh God, me either. No God, that's the last thing I want to talk about. Just say that word in my head hurts, man. God, but what they did with the liquidity, with the Hedron and Hex pair, is really interesting. I mean, I understand why they did it because people were dumping the Hex for Hedron and it was selling down the USD price and the liquidity pools, and so now that the liquidity is tied with Hedron, it's going to be interesting to see how they move in tangent with each other.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I don't know if things have been switched up since then. Like, I'm thinking either they pulled some liquidity, maybe, like, and that's why Hedron's dropping or whatever. But I don't know exactly if that's the case. I'm thinking that is the case because, I mean, with the question I asked Richard, he basically said, he would slowly add liquidity, and then that basically just allows for, people to make money with arbitrage, which is basically what the fuck I was screaming about in the beginning. So he basically answered the question because it's just like, if people don't know what the hell they got and they want to sell it, like make the price, like let them feel it, like then you can just buy it back. If you know what you're buying, it's like, boom, like that shit was easy. It was just like bop, 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 bop. Like I'm buying it, I'm selling it, buying it, I'm selling it, buying it, selling it. And now it's just like, slowly tanking or whatever. Like that's that falling wedge.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Do you ever watch Cosmo Jenkins? His streams?
I've just started to look into him a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he basically, it's got a chance to just, find that bottom again at, 5 zeros and a 1, which,
I'm hoping it does.
At this point, I kind of hope it does too, especially if Hex keeps going up. I'm gonna be swooping up that Hedron at that price.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just, I've been getting sick of Hedron with this. I mean, it doesn't look very promising right now, so I'm just kind of like staying away from it. But the thing is, I'm staked, so I'm getting 10x multiplier for 15 years on my stakes. So it's like, I hope Hedron goes to the fucking moon. I could mint some Hedron right now and buy a scooter.
Dude, that's what's gonna make this so interesting. Like with the tokenomics and stuff of Hedron, like it feels like it's just like the supply is just gonna be so inflationary. Like it don't feel like it'll ever be able to do anything.
Well, that is a conversation that I've not been able to have because everyone that's involved in Hedron refuses to have that conversation. And it's annoying.
Should I have it?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, it needs to be had. I feel like nobody's saying that. It's the coin is being inflated as far as I understand because it's getting given away to hex holders. And people, I mean, I've heard people say that it's deflationary, and it's just it has a burn function, but I mean, how is it deflationary if it's inflationary?
Right, right. And I could see it, it's going to reward the early, hex stakers or whatnot, but after the 100-day period when there's not those 10x multipliers, but
yeah, that's pretty much where you're going to have price discovery, right? I mean, it's
and basically it's banking on the burn mechanism is banking on people borrowing and defaulting on their, loans, basically.
And the only way that I see it being smart to borrow is basically if you knew Hedron was always going to go down in value. Then it would be oh yeah, let's borrow as much fucking Hedron as we can because we can just always pay it back at a deflationary cost. So if you were to borrow, why would you want the price of Hedron to go up? The only way that you would want to do that is you could make a staking ladder where you would have to do the math of the percentages or whatnot. You have a little bit more of a stake of you borrow on this stake, and then if the price of Hedron goes up, you can be printing enough Hedron to cover it no matter what. So, and a lot of people they talk about that, but I haven't done all of the math to figure out exactly what that would look like. But I don't know. And you can only do that on HSI stakes too. You can't do that on.
Oh, that's right.
Native. You can't do that on native stakes. So it's
right.
Yeah. So I mean, how many people are going to be doing that? New people are going to be doing that.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's the thing. It's going to be rewarding the early people, and then that's the thing. Hedron, in my eyes, is going to be definitely the long term. If it's going to do anything, it's going to be a long-term play because it's just got so, in my eyes, man, like you said, the inflation is just going to be ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, especially with all the hex stakers that have just massive bags of hex. Yeah. I mean, it's just printing. That's my printing thing. Billions of hex, man. It's crazy. Or billions of Hedron.
I mean, especially, if you do have bad actors, which, apparently there's only a couple of them in Hedron that I'm aware of. That one whale dumped the hell out of the price, but it's that one whale is still making 10x on their fucking stakes for 15 years.
And he sold all his Hedron and bought hex and staked it for 15 years.
And then he's got even that is the most alpha move you could have done because that because even and then with the multiplier, it's no one else can then get that stake at a 10x multiplier. So he's now like placed himself in the Hedron ecosystem as like the top whale because of that move.
He's playing the fucking game, man.
Yeah, and he's playing it perfectly, and he's going to be able to play it even more perfectly as time goes on because he's in the best position for it. So that's but it's like, okay, well, this dickhead tanked the price and now he's in a better position. You know, and now he's in a better position, and now he's in more control than like anybody else with this fucking coin. So it's just like, I don't know. I mean, it's like you basically gotta, you know, I try to talk as if I'm talking to that, you know, whale, which, you know, may or may not be the case because, you know, that person may or may not give a fuck. But I would presume they're a smart person to, you know, make that move and secure that position. The only thing is, I don't think they did. I would wonder if it was an HSI stake. That would be interesting if that whale did a 15-year stake as an HSI stake. Because if it was, then you would know that whale is like, you know, very much listening and knows what's going on, right?
Is there a way to tell if it's HSI or native?
I would presume, but I don't know if that's the case on blockchain, if you could just check it on the blockchain. But, you know, I had been talking to people about like chain analysis stuff, and it's like, I might be able to ask like D-Raj, like the Dr. D-Raj, the man with the golden mic on Hex Agents. He does a lot of chain analysis, so he might be able to answer that question. So
because I think I heard Alex. He mentioned something because when he was on Joker's stream, I think Joker asked the same question, and he said some fucking technical answer that I didn't understand. So I think there is a way to do it, but you got to know what the fuck you're doing to figure it out. And I don't.
That's why we got the community. You know, that's why I put this shit out there in the ecosystem, and I try to get it to come back because I think about these things and I don't really want to take the fucking time to figure it all out. Like, I'd rather have other people figure the shit out that's easy for them to figure out while I'm over here chilling.
Yeah, right.
Like, I'll figure out the questions to ask, and it's like, y'all should have figured this out before I even asked the fucking question.
Yeah.
Because this is like, you know, kind of important.
It is. It is.
It is, for sure. It's really fucking important. But,
for sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, all we can do is sit and wait and see what the fuck happens, man. I mean, I'm just excited for Pulse Chain to finally get here, man, so I can actually make some moves and it not cost me a fucking arm and a leg. I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah, I was checking out like that fucking cow swap or whatever.
Yeah, dude, cow swap's awesome.
Yeah,
cow swap's awesome.
Cool. I never heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely, you know. And it definitely saves on. I mean, it still is going to cost you gas in the token that you're receiving, but it's not like you have to scramble to be like, oh, well, I got to have fucking Ethereum to, you know, have to do the transaction. You know, it's paid in the coin that you want, so it's not a hassle. You know. So.
Yeah, I would love to do that because I hate having to have Ethereum in my wallet. But the only problem is even if you still have to keep some Ethereum unless you can send. Can you send? No, you wouldn't be able to use that DEX to send anything. So you still got to be able to send stuff.
Yeah,
but
I
thought on like Hex.com you could send through there, and maybe they have that option where you could pay through Hex. I don't know if that's
like on
true.
the stake.hex website.
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can. I think so. You can send through that. But I don't know if you can use Hex to send. But that would be cool. It would be really cool to like never have to fucking buy Ethereum ever again.
Let me see. So it's right here. You said it's the transfer tab right here.
Oh, isn't transfer?
This is
or transform. Is it transfer? Oh, transfer. Yeah.
Yeah, transfer. So it says from one Ethereum address to the other. So I'm not sure if it costs.
Yeah.
Let me try it. Hold on. Let me try it. Let's see.
Yeah, I wonder if you could pay in hex. If not, they could, they could probably implement that, because then, or make this more appealing, like put a cute color on there or some shit. So it's just
let's see what it does. Oh, this is on the Pulse chain. So yeah, you'd have to pay in ETH. You'd have to pay in ETH.
Is it popping up? I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, on my MetaMask it pops up. But see, I'm on the Pulse chain side, so yeah, and it's making me pay in PLS, so it'd make you pay in ETH. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing we send out into the ether. Like, fucking make it where you can send in the coin that you're sending without needing ETH.
Like Staker app does it.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Staker app lets you do that.
Yeah.
So how hard? I mean, if they can implement that, how hard is it to implement that? Like, then I would never need to have Ethereum ever again. Like, that would be cool.
Well, soon you'll still need it on the east side, but yeah. Yes. That would be nice. That would be nice because I really like using Staker app for that purpose.
Yeah, I mean, eventually all this stuff's gonna happen. I'm just, it's probably just not at the, forefront of all of these developers. But it's like if money's not an option, like, fucking get another developer to do it. Or, there's people in the community that are getting paid every day through staking who had the time to fucking do something like that, like Alex or Alex's evil twin. Like where the hell that's the thing, it's like, where the hell did Alex come from? This dude's just like one of the stakers or whatever, and he's just like, oh yeah, I can do that, I'll just build something. Well, yeah, this why this community is like one of the pillars of Hex is the community.
Dude, it's insane how much this community can bring to the table if they want. It's insane.
That's why I like, agitating them or, motivating them to do stuff like this, where it's just like, if I gotta explain this to my grandma, like, make this shit easier, like, do this. Like,
I wish I knew how to build stuff like that, man. I wish I could do like app development and blockchain and shit. I really want to learn how to do it, but it looks hard. Yeah, damn, it looks hard. Hold on one second, man. I think I hear my kid. I think he just woke up. Hold on one second.
Yeah, we can end this whenever you want.
Okay, well, yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. We're going on 2 hours here, so
yeah.
But yeah, man, like Crypto Fitness said, we're gonna be having this like every Saturday. So if you want to jump on with us, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, maybe just send me a link, or I'll yell at you on Twitter or something. Yeah, take care of that kid. I'm out here.
All right, bud. Peace, man.
Peace.
All right, guys. For the people that are still here, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate y'all. This was a good stream. Definitely an honor to have the people that stopped, that came in and showed some support. Thank you to Funding Jim again for coming by and supporting the channel. Mark Avelli, thank you for coming on. Godfather, thank you, sir, for always being here. And everybody in the chat, man. Jim Rat Crypto, Bitfinesse, Crypto Fitness. I appreciate all you guys. So, with that said, tomorrow I will be super fucking busy, so I don't know if I'll be able to have a stream for you guys. But next Saturday for sure, I will be on here, and we should have a lot of guests. I'm not sure what channel we'll be on yet. I don't know if we're going to be doing it on this channel or Fitness's channel or Jim Rat's channel. So just stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter at Heinz Crypto on Twitter. If y'all haven't joined the Telegram yet, t.me/Heinz Crypto 1. It's always a good source to find information on the channel. So yeah, again, I appreciate y'all stopping by. We will see y'all next Saturday, and I hope you guys have a good afternoon. Peace, guys.